It has been a year now that we can no longer travel. We are more or less locked down in our apartment or our house, and I admit, I really miss flying around, discovering new countries, new communities, and new cultures. So if you feel like me, grab your favorite snack, lay down comfortably, and watch this video where we'll show you that with a bit of creativity, you can still travel while staying at home. I am going to present you 5 tips to show you how to travel in lockdown. So tip number 1, listen to some music. In each country, music is a really important part of their culture. Each country has a national anthem and a particular type of music, and here all you have to do is to find a quiet room, sit or lay down, close your eyes and listen. I'll show you an example and all you have to do is to follow me. So, close your eyes, relax and follow my voice. You are in the middle of rice fields on a small country road. A person on a bicycle passes in front of you. You decide to follow him. After a few steps, the bike is already far ahead, disappearing behind the hill. You continue to walk and you arrive in a small typical Indonesian village. On your right, you see a beautiful market where locals buy exotic fruits like the dragon fruit or a small round thing that you've never seen before. It's purple on the outside and white on the inside. You heard someone calling it manggis. You decide to buy some. A little further on, a merchant sells colorful baskets of all shapes and sizes. You continue on your way. You are happy, relaxed. Smell of incense transports you, and just like that, you have traveled to Bali for a few minutes. You can now open your eyes. This is an easy exercise to do, and you can do it wherever you want. All you have to do is to use your imagination or your memories. Now I will present tip number 2, watch a good movie. You can totally travel through a movie. You could either watch movies set in the country you want to visit,
No, son, over here. See the lion? Look at the lion and you got the lion.
or watch a movie in a foreign language with or without subtitles.
Co gdzie jest? Tam nie Buda wchodzi, gdzie jest? Nie Bud, Ania. 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 Ania.
The tip number 3 is dress for a day like how people are dressed for a ceremony or to go out in a certain country. For example, if you have a really long piece of fabric, like 5 to 6 meters long, you can try to make yourself a sari. But if you have a smaller piece of fabric, you can try to make yourself a githab for men or a hijab for women. So I will show you how to make an hijab, because I learned it when I was in Qatar. So, just have to take the piece of fabric, put it over your head, here and here it needs to be short and here it will be the long side. Then you just pinch it on the 2 sides, make sure that we cannot see your hair here, and then you pinch it down there and you take this part and hop, you have to put it over your head. And yeah, I do not put it every day. And here like that. And here it's done. And if you have the opportunity to have a real traditional clothes, then wear it. I happen to have a kimono, so I will take you to Japan. Originally, kimono is a Japanese word which actually means a thing to wear. It has come to denote these full-length robes. Over time, as the practice of wearing kimonos in layers came into fashion, Japanese people began paying attention to how kimonos of different colors looked together, and they developed a heightened sensitivity to color. Typically, color combinations represented either seasonal colors or the political class to which one belonged. Eventually, however, the complexity of kimono wearing and the cumbersome sandals they required became a hindrance. Kimono fell out of fashion during the Meiji period between 1868 and 1912, when the government encouraged people to adopt Western clothing styles. Nowadays, Japanese people rarely wear kimono in everyday life. They only wear them on special occasions such as weddings, funerals, or tea ceremonies. Now the real challenge is to keep it for an entire day. It is the only way to have a full experience. And let me tell you that with these long sleeves, it won't be an easy day for me. Now tip number 4, learn a custom and leave it for a day. All countries have their own customs, which are all really interesting to discover. Some are funnier, some are more peaceful, some are more spiritual, but all are beautiful traditions that are passed through generations. For example, in Denmark, a country often qualified as the happiest country in the world, people practice hygge in their everyday life. Hygge is a quality of coziness, so feeling warm, comfortable and safe, that comes from doing simple things like baking, lighting some candles, or spending time with your family. By taking pauses, Danish people can reconnect with themselves and take a break from their stressful life, which is, I think, a really healthy thing to do. Plus, you can easily adopt this custom and feel like a real Danish. You just have to take a break and enjoy a moment of intimate coziness wherever in your home. You can prepare yourself a hot beverage or a glass of wine, read a book or write, light some candles. You're free to decide. It is just about taking quality time with yourself. And yes, it is that easy to travel to Denmark. I saved the best tip for last: cook and eat food from all around the world. I truly believe that this is the best way to travel. You travel by discovering new ingredients, or you travel while you cook, while you're trying to figure out how to do this new recipe, and while you learn new cooking techniques. Furthermore, all along the process, you smell different spices, and at the end, you finally have your reward. A reward that is best shared with people that you love, like your family or your friends, and don't forget that if you're far from them, you can still call them. Now I will show you how to bake a banana bread, and in just a second we will travel to the US. So because today it is important to reduce our consumption of animal products, this banana bread is actually vegan. Step 1. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees. Step 2. Mash the bananas with a fork. Step 3. In a large bowl, mix the mashed bananas with sugar, vegetable oil, almond milk, and almond flour. Set aside. Step 4. In another bowl, combine all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon. Step 5. Add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, mix until just combined, do not overmix. And you can stir in some walnuts if you want. Step 6. Grease the bottom and the sides of a loaf pan with vegetable oil. Step 7. Pour in the batter into the prepared loaf tin and bake for about 50 minutes to 1 hour, or until a toothpick inserted in its center comes out clean. Step 8. Let cool for about 10 minutes, then transfer to a cooling rack to cool completely.